tell people that no one's going to love you until you love yourself, every single person who says this needs to be slapped expeditiously, effective immediately. Keep desiring romantic love because the desire indicates that it's coming. Hallelujah. Come on now. The desire indicates it's on its way. Hi, I'm Deanna, and this is Jackie. Welcome to Glow in Peace. Okay, in today's video, we're here to tell you that it's okay to desire self-love and romantic love. I think social media has done a terrible job of doing a lot of things, but one of the many things it has done a terrible job of is trading one type of love for another. In this rise of the self-love, positivity, embracing who you are movement, I think we have lost the plot just a wee bit. And I say that because desiring romantic love is seen almost as a weakness, meaning if you desire romance, it means you don't love yourself, which is stupid. And I'm gonna take pop culture, for instance. Look at Disney movies. Look at the trend of Disney movies. What did you see way back in the 50s compared to now? From the 50s all the way to the 90s, the renaissance of Disney, even up to the early 2000s, mid 2010s, early 2010s. What did you see? You saw a damsel in distress type movie of a princess needing to be saved, okay? Then, you know, you also saw women who are capable of saving themselves, but also have a prince to come, or some, you know, knight in shining armor coming to save them, right? But you still saw the strength of the woman and the strength of the guy, okay? Whatever. Now, there's no romantic interest. There's none. It's the woman saving herself. And this is going to sound anti-feminism, because it is, but telling little girls that, you know, you just worry about you, save you. I know it sounds, you know, controversial, but it kind of does something to the psyche, because it tells you that you don't need a man. And I know there's probably someone like, I don't need a man. Well, no, you don't need a man, but it's okay to want one. Like, I don't need a man, but I would like one, okay? And you know what? Eventually, I don't need a man right now, but eventually, I will. Sometimes people come into your life because you don't really know that you need them in your life, okay? Sometimes I'm in people's life, I don't know that they need me. Like, so if someone's coming into your life, you may not think it's a necessity, but they wouldn't have come into your life for your good if you didn't need them. And having the right man come into your life and help you and be there for you, that's a great thing. Like, that's something that you should desire. It shouldn't go to the other extreme, which that's all you focus on, because I don't want to say no one's coming to save you, because that sounds a bit fatalistic, a bit nihilistic, like, oh, there's no point to anything, it's not coming to save you. But don't wait for a man to get here into your life to be like, yeah, now I'm gonna start working on me, exercising. No, like, you should be doing that for you. And, you know, singleness is not some kind of waiting period. You know, it's not just, well, my life will start when I get in a relationship. No, your life is, you're doing life now. Like, life is happening as you speak. But I believe, back to the other point about Disney princesses, I think it sends a really wrong message to little girls. I think they should desire romantic love, and I think they should be able to take care of themselves. It's okay to have both. It's okay to have both. But you gotta ask yourself the question, why? Why tell little girls, grown women, not to want a man, just to focus on you? I have other more controversial opinions about that. But one is I don't think there's an emphasis on healthy relationships anymore in this society. I just don't. I think we're shifting gears to say, being single is the best thing for women, which if you look at the quality of men, I can understand that. But that's not the reason why. Because there are good men out there that want to provide. There are good men who aren't podcast men who just sit and talk about a whole bunch of nothing on the internet. There are good men out there. But I think if you have a bunch of single women who are capable and tell them they don't need men, I think it's just a way to not have families. And this society is very anti-family, it's weird, and I could expound upon it more, but that's for a video that I'll have with actual notes, not video with vibes. But I want to tell you that it's okay to want love. It's okay to love yourself. You should love yourself. And to tell people, this is a myth, to tell people that no one's going to love you until you love yourself. Every single person who says this needs to be slapped expeditiously, effective, immediately. Because how are you going to tell someone who's already struggling with low self-esteem that no one's going to love you until you love yourself? You know what that's like? It's like they're not going to love themselves. You know why? Because the incentive then for them to love themselves is, or to get a romantic partner, is to love themselves. So the only reason why they're going to love themselves is because they think someone is going to love them. They're not loving themselves for the right reasons. Their motivation is corrupt. You should love yourself because you're amazing. You should love yourself because you're cool, you're awesome, you're dynamic. That's why you should love yourself. You shouldn't just love yourself because you think it's the only way to get someone to love you, okay? Don't do that. Like, there are many things to love about you, and you might be thinking, what's to love about me? I say that to myself all the time. But you're a gift to this world. There's no one else like you, okay? You're special. If you're watching my channel, then you're already one of the unique ones, because I'm not for everybody, okay? A quick sidebar. You are of light. No, this ties in. You're of light. I know if you're watching my channel, you're of light. And I say this because I am of light, and that is the light of Christ. You may not realize it. You may or you may not. But it is the light that you're drawn to. It is the light that people are drawn to, right? You may not everyone may not be drawn to you, and I'll explain. But those who are around you, they feel a warmth when they're around you. They feel loved. They feel safe. They feel protected. They feel like nurtured, especially if you're a woman, which mostly women watch my channel. Hey, by the way. But they feel safe. They feel awesome. They feel like, wow, I can be around this person. I feel better. I don't feel like when I'm just sitting next to the person, I feel automatically drained. No, I feel boosted. They didn't even say anything, and I just feel better being around this person. However, people don't often think about light works both ways. Light both warms and makes you feel wonderful, and it's really the light of Christ that is doing it through you, so people are really feeling his warmth. But then people are also repelled by your light, and people are repelled by light because light exposes darkness. And people who don't want to be around you, they don't want to be exposed. You may not even know why. For instance, you can know someone who at first they really like being around you, but then after spending a lot of time with you, they realize they're very like weird and sketchy, and it's because the more they're around you, the more your light is shining, and the more they're at risk of being exposed, and they don't want to be exposed, because then their intentions will come to the light. Then you'll realize, like, oh my gosh, they don't have the right intentions. And eventually people will tell on themselves. They will do something, they will say something to expose themselves. But that's why those type of people may not want to be around you. And this is spiritual, okay? This is not something that you have to say. Someone said, I saw a quote on Pinterest that said, your energy speaks for itself. We're spiritual beings. You don't have to say anything. I don't know how I got on this, but it will tie back in. You know, you're a spiritual being. So people are either going to like you or they don't. People are going to be repelled from you or drawn to you. And that's what you kind of want. This is why you don't want to affirm, I attract everything. You don't want to attract everything. Like, to say you are attractive, yes, but you are selectively attractive, people. Okay? Especially for women out there who say, I want to attract all men. Girl, no, you do not. You do not want to attract all men. If you're on your romantic, if you're healing and you say, okay, I'm ready for a romantic relationship, I want to attract all men. You are not looking for all men. You're not looking for a man, period. It's he who finds a wife, finds a good thing, okay? You're not looking. You're going to attract the right man. You don't want to attract every man, okay? Because it's hard to weed things out. Who was I telling this to? Was it y'all? I forget. But it's like your cell, right? Your cell is very, I think I was telling y'all this. Your cell is very selective what gets through. It's called a selectively permeable membrane, because if anything just gets through your cell, which is the basic unit of life, is what all your tissues are made up of. If anything just gets through your cell, what's going to happen? You might die, because it will let in good things and bad things and will kill you. Especially your nucleus, which holds your DNA, which is within your cell. It's covered, and if it has to be even more guarded, because if something gets in, a toxin, you know, a virus, whatever, something gets in and damages your DNA, you're forked. Like, you have to be as selectively permeable as the nuclear envelope of a nucleus within your cell. You don't want just anybody to be attracted to you. This is a part of loving yourself. You have to love yourself to know that you cannot be around any and everybody. Your energy, your spirit is way too precious. God put way too much on the inside of you to just have you around any and everybody. You cannot be around every and anybody. You're not supposed to be around them, okay? Because people will sense your light even before you do, because that's the case of me. I'm wondering why certain people don't like me. I'm like, what is it about me that you don't like? I've done nothing to you. I have not hurt you. I've only been kind to you. And it's your kindness that people don't like. It's your generosity that people don't like. It's your very essence that people don't like, because they don't have it. It's not innate to them. They have so much insecurities and so much darkness that has clouded their life and their light, that seeing you in light is an offense to them, because they're not where you are. So you don't take my word for it. I'm gonna give you an example. Someone once told me that they were jealous of me. I don't swear, but I'm telling on Jackie, I'm telling y'all that they were jealous of me because of they were going through things, and they were jealous of my anointing. And because I was friends with this person, and we got along, and then all of a sudden, like, something, I'm like, what the heck happened? We just didn't really talk to me. And I would still say hi, because I figured maybe it was like something going on. And this person later came back and told me it was me. I just was jealous of your anointing, and that's why I was jealous of the light, like all that. And I'm just like, I was on the phone like, because I couldn't believe, like, oh, you know how moms especially always say they're jealous of you? They really are just jealous of you. They're not just saying it to make you feel better, okay? People are really jealous of you. And people are jealous of the smallest things. And you're probably like, what has this got to do with self-love? Well, you should love yourself enough to not be around everybody. But you should also, in preparation for romantic love, desiring romantic love, keep that at the forefront, that you don't want to be just with anybody. You're way too cool. You're way too awesome to be around everybody. And I brought up the light thing about me and the channel because I'm a very unique person. So if you're watching my channel and you like me, I guess there's more people like me than I thought. So we're a whole tribe. We're a whole community here. You, me, and Jackie. Um, but it's keep desiring romantic love because the desire indicates that it's coming. Hallelujah. Come on now. The desire indicates it's on its way, okay? God's timing is his timing, but the desire is, you know, your desires aren't necessarily just your own. Your desires are placed. So if you have even a certain type for the type of person you want to be with, that's not random. I'm learning it's not just some coincidence. Like, you didn't just say, oh, I'm attracted to this person just because. No, you think of the type of person you want. Be really specific. Write down the type of person you want. Be as specific as possible and petition it to the Lord. I guarantee you, you're writing down the description of your husband. If you be as specific. He plays an instrument. I would like for him to play an instrument. I would like for him to speak a language. You know, I would like for him to, you know, be my same heritage, for him to be my same faith. Write it all down. Petition it to the Lord. I guarantee you, I 99.99% sure guarantee you that you're actually writing the description for your husband. Take it to the Lord, okay? He might have some edits, okay? He might say like, yes, 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 not that, but you're kind of close. Because you might have a type, but then God might show you someone different, you know? However, I will never tell you to entertain someone you're not attracted to. I don't know what kind of Christian you think I am, but I'm not that one, okay? If you're not attracted to someone, stop. Stop the bus. Like, don't go no further. Because if you gotta convince yourself you're attracted to this person, you are doomed, okay? You really are screwing yourself over. If you got, I said this all the time, like, I'm not, you know, when you do like this, and you blink real fast, and you cover your ears, and you do like this, they're really fine. If you gotta do that, just, if there's no chemistry, there's no chemistry, and it doesn't mean that person's not attractive. You're just not attracted to them. You know, so in your desiring of romantic love, also don't settle, okay? Don't settle in any single way. Your standards, keep them here, okay? Because men will meet your standard or not, okay? Think about Harvard. You think they just letting everybody in? You think Harvard is going to lower their standards just to say everybody come on in? No, they have a reputation. Okay? They have a reputation to uphold and maintain. You think they're just going to let everybody come into Harvard just because they ask? Even though I don't have a 4.0, even though I got a 12 on my SAT, or I got a 400 on my SAT, even though I didn't do extracurricular activities, I still want you to admit me. They're going to be like, no, and then imagine you or that person getting upset with Harvard. Be like, you should let me in. Harvard's like, you don't even meet the bare minimum for you to get. First of all, we don't even always admit students who have 4.0s and 1600s and do a lot of community service. You have to be extraordinary to get into this school. What do you bring to the table? That's what. Don't get me started on what we bring to the table, because that is a whole separate video. No, not this video. But that's what a man who doesn't meet your standards sounds like. He's like, well, why won't you date me? You don't meet the standards. And then that's like that student calling Harvard, well, you're this, you're that. And Harvard's like, well, we're Harvard. And what about it? Like, we're a prestigious institution, academically rigorous. Our students go on to be the tops in their field. Famous people come here. Like, we have a reputation. No matter what you say about us, we're still the top. And that's you. It doesn't matter what that man has to say. It really doesn't. You're still amazing. You're still beautiful. Keep those standards high. And remind me, guys, to make a whole video. Y'all don't even gotta remind me. I'm gonna make a whole video about why women have lowered their standards and why the dating pool is like the size of a, or like why the ideal dating pool is like no bigger than a standard bathtub, because it's a very clear reason. Well, the reason is, you know, hypersexuality. We live in a hypersexualized culture, especially for women. But that's an aside. But in terms of wanting a romantic partner, please desire one if you desire one. If you don't desire one, it's okay. It's fine. If you just desire self-love, examine your reasons why. Are you doing it because you love yourself? Or are you doing it because you've been kind of conditioned that, you know, you shouldn't want to be in a romantic relationship? Also, what was I about to say? Being self-love doesn't take the role of a romantic relationship. It doesn't take the place of a romantic relationship. They're two different kinds of love. The love I give to myself, the love that I feel from the Lord, the love I get from my parents, the love Jackie and I have for each other. These are all different kinds of loves that cannot necessarily be compared. The love of a romantic partner is a different kind of love. So they're different zones, areas of love. They're different kinds of love. So, and you're worthy of all those different kinds of love. I don't want you guys to think, well, I'm not. You're worthy of all those kinds of love. You should love and value yourself because you're amazing. And that love takes time, especially if you've had a lot of negativity in your life, if you had people who were in your life and their purpose was to drain you of all your energy and make you think you're the worst, it's going to take a long time, or it's going to take some time for you to start repairing that relationship with yourself. But it's a journey worth taking, and you should take it. Even when you are in a romantic relationship, you should still date yourself. I go on dates because I'm single by myself. No, not my battery about to die. Hold on. Y'all, I literally forgot my point. I don't know why my battery insists on dying while I'm filming. It's rude. And I charge it like a couple days ago. That's beside the point. The bottom line is, it's okay to want both. One type of love is not better than the other, but they're also not equal to each other. And I'm saying that one is bigger than the other. They're just not the same kind of love. So keep desiring love. Keep loving yourself. I don't know. I was gonna ask you guys a question. What self-love content would you like to see? What advice would you like me to give to you? Would you guys be interested in an Ask Deanna? Because if you do an Ask Deanna, you can ask me, you could email me random questions, situations, and I would love to give semi-helpful responses. And I say that semi-helpful because I don't know how helpful I'll be, but I would love to have an Ask Deanna, and you just ask me anything, and I try my best to help you. I seek Jackie for counsel because she knows a lot of things too. One day she'll talk. Are you gonna talk, Jackie? She said not today. Also, do you guys like the pink fit? You like the pink fit? I'm gonna wear it a lot. I'm filming a couple videos in this because I like the way it looks. And I'm gonna film. This is like, it's very pretty. It's like the perfect loungewear. I feel very, very feminine. Pink. It's just so pretty. I'm gonna wear this a lot on my channel. Y'all gonna get sick of me. I'm gonna get it in a different color. That's beside the point of this video. Okay, let me know if you guys like this video. I don't know how helpful I've been, but you should know this channel helps me to make sense of my thoughts about things. So leave me a comment if, you know, about what part stuck out to you the most. Add things to what I'm saying. You know, ask me questions. I don't really know. I'm also really tired too. Okay, I love you. Jackie loves you. Oh, sorry. Jackie loves you, and we'll see you in the next video.